Hi, the Glossary. It's Amy Jackson here, and we're about to go on a bedtime skin ritual journey. So I'm fresh out of the shower. I've applied my body moisturizer, but this here is my secret weapon, and it's by Canary, and it's CBD Aloe and Arnica Skin Cream. Now, one pump is plenty for just troublesome areas. So as you can see, one pump and it goes a really long way. I like to pop it onto my knees, a little bit on my feet, and use the rest to just rub into my hands. And this just really improves the texture and helps with dry skin, and it smells amazing. I think that's the arnica inside of it. I can see a huge difference when I wake up in the morning. So that is one of my secret weapons. Now, my face is washed. I've used this Altea Rose Otto face wash. It's full, jam-packed with natural organic ingredients. Now, I haven't been wearing too much makeup throughout quarantine, just a little bit of concealer and mascara. I've given my skin a nice break, but this manages to clean all of that off. So although it's not a harsh, heavy face wash, it still does the trick. Otherwise, I'd use a makeup remover as well as that. Now we move on to the Mario Badescu skincare, and this is a facial spray with aloe, herbs and rose water. So anything rose, scented, flavored, colored is my favorite, and that's just really refreshing. So then we move on to Liz Earle, and this is an instant boost skin tonic. It's full of aloe vera, vitamin E, cucumber. So again, very soothing, very refreshing, and ideal for sensitive skin like mine. So a little bit on a cotton wool pad, and I just apply that all over the face. Down the neck. It's just an instant revitalize, which is lovely after a long day. Very refreshing. So that kind of dries instantly. You don't really need to sit around and wait before you apply the next product. It kind of just evaporates into the air and into your skin. Okay, now we are moving on to Ole Henriksen, and this is more of a sciencey based product. This is the Glow OH Dark Spot Toner. Now I use this very sparingly because it can make your skin extra sensitive, especially in the summer with the sun. So make sure you use sun protection whilst using Ole Henriksen, but it does the trick. Now I use it just on my cheeks and on my nose where I have a little bit of sun damage, where I've not used sun cream in the past. But this is reversing the clock, thank God. So just a tiny bit onto a cotton wool pad and just tap that on certain areas, just very lightly, and that just removes any pigmentation, any dark spots, maybe pimples where they've left scarring. So that can help in that sector. Now, talking about pimples, Triple One Skin, they do a great anti-blemish booster. Now, I've been using this for a few days because I've had a few imposters pop up, but you can see one just here. Now, I used to squeeze them really bad, but I know that just continues for another couple of weeks. So if you apply this instantly when you get a pimple, within a day, they're kind of disappearing, which is nice. Okay, so I'll show you exactly how I apply this. Little drop on fingertips. So one drop kind of per pimple, and I just apply that on and let that soak in, let that do its own work. So whilst that is tackling my pimple, I will start on another area, the eyes. Now I do have dark circles, and that's not just from late nights. I think it's kind of genetics and also not drinking enough water. So this is a little helping hand, and this is by Retrove, and this is a revitalizing eye concentrate. Now it's a beautiful thick gel. As you can see, one pump is plenty for both eyes. So I just rub that into each fingertip and tap that on. I don't rub too hard around my eye area because it's so thin, the skin. So just tap that on. And again, I leave that to soak overnight. Don't be rubbing it in. Just let it do its own thing at its own time. Okay, so we're nearly there. So close. We're moving on to one of my favorite skincare brands, and that's Dr. Barbara Strum. She does incredible products. Now, these are called the night ampoules, and basically they look like this. in little vials. Look very sciencey, and they really work wonders. Now the leaflet says snap the neck, and that sounds very dramatic, but you literally just snap the neck like that. Yes, and then pour that onto your skin. As you can see, pop it into the palms of your hand. Okay, lovely. And then I rub that all together. This also has hyaluronic acid inside, so that helps unblock pores and just kind of remove that top layer, not dramatically, not taking layers of your skin off, just refreshing and just, you know, doing a little bit of a cleanup as well as moisturizing at the same time. And I would literally put this everywhere, over my lips, because they can get a little bit dry in this weather. And that kind of soaks in quite quickly, but to help it and to give it a little zhuzh, I use my crystals. Any excuse to introduce crystals for me. Now, this is even better in the mornings when you need to depuff those dark circles and puffy eyes. But this just helps any kind of serum just sink into your skin. It gets the circulation going. Now, I'm no professional, but if you do it in certain motions, you can really define like your cheekbones, help with your necklines. And just use the little part under the eye. That helps with that eye serum also. And it just feels really nice. And I also feel like, obviously, the crystals, they rebalance any sort of offness and help with your energy and just making you feel good. So that's a little bit of TLC there for you. Now, last but not least, the Dr. Barbara Sturm Night Cream. Now, this is the light version. I don't like anything that's going to clog my pores up too much. Not that this does, but it just feels really easy on the skin. Now, it's a really luxurious product. I just apply a little bit of this on my fingertips, either or, and give myself a lovely face massage. Go ahead, you've deserved it. You've earned this. And it just applies really easily. Feels lovely. And that is pretty much it. I'm ready to hit the pillow. I'm going to allow this to soak in overnight, and hopefully it will reverse 10 years on the clock. But if not, I know it will give me a brilliant glow. So good night, sweet dreams.